All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. Now Ryan on first down. On the completion, this is Carey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Jackson now to return. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The left side completion to Jones. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll hit Jackson complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has a sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A dump underneath the Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is countered. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun! Let's go!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Running right through it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go! Hey, Tuesday! Check three! Go!
They'll run here. It's Moore. Down right around the 25. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Matt Bryant, who spent 4 seasons in a Buccaneer uniform. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
On second down, Freeman. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Get up! Gun. Get up! Wait! We go!
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Bryant's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. You got to keep pounding away.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run here with Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Brian Orakpo. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan forced out to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go. We're ready. 125.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back now in Atlanta. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ohio!
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now he'll tuck it and run. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They go play action here on 1st down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Evans has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ohio!
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He sets up the screen to Jones. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Trying to improvise. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.